As the name suggests, online multiplayer is a major feature in Fantasy Life Online. While it previously was introduced in the Origin Island DLC for the original Fantasy Life, it didn't receive a true spotlight until a full sequel launched around a week ago. You can download it for free on iOS with a Japanese iTunes account, or on Android through the many means available for it, such as sideloading the APK or using a Japanese Google Play account. I've linked for both iOS and Android in the description. Once you've got it downloaded, pay attention as we go through everything you need to know about Fantasy Life Online's multiplayer mode. I use my Japanese knowledge to livestream and create guides for level 5 games such as Fantasy Life Online, Yokai Watch, and Inazuma 11 every day, and I love to play Fantasy Life Online with viewers, so make sure to subscribe for more content if this video helps you out. I'm one of the most progress players in the game right now with all lives mastered. In order to play multiplayer and add friends, you'll first need to clear a bit of the story mode. After clearing the first couple of chapters, you'll unlock all of the game's features, but you won't unlock every multiplayer quest until you defeat the current final boss of the game in Chapter 4. While you can play multiplayer with randoms, it's always more fun and reliable to play with friends. To add friends, click the white book on the upper right corner of the screen. When the book opens, you'll see 4 icons on the first tab. Don't worry about the other tabs, because they aren't important at all. The upper left icon is your friend list. Click it to see a list of all your friends. On the left of each profile is an icon of the character's current appearance. On the top brown bar is their name, with their greeting set right below it on the blue speech bubble. Since the game just launched, a lot of people have the default one set. Below their greeting is their currently equipped life and its level. Finally, on the lower right corner is the last time they logged in. If there are numbers, they're showing how long it's been since they last logged in. The important thing to know is that if there aren't any numbers in the green box, your friends are currently logged in. You'll be able to invite them to your multiplayer quest. You can have up to 100 friends, but you can also follow up to 100 other people to view their recent activities such as completed quests on your goddess antenna. The arrows on the upper right of each profile show which of us follows the other, while the 2 people holding hands shows that we're friends. The middle tab is just for people you follow, while the right tab is for people who follow you. You can have a maximum of 1,000 followers. Click the bottom envelope to view your friend requests. The number on it, if there is one, is how many you have. You can accept friends by clicking the blue button by their picture, or deny their request with the red one. The upper right button here is the Friend Talk menu. Click it to view your chats with your friends. Here you can see my test group chat I made with my Yokai Watch Discord, not Wildwood. Tap the text box to type a message, then send it with the orange button. Or you can tap the speech bubble to send a stamp. The Eualia fight sticker is really cute, so I like to spam it whenever I can. By the way, this is a good time to talk about what the stickers mean. Since you're probably watching this because you don't know Japanese, let me translate them real quick for you so you can use them to communicate with Japanese players. From the upper left to the bottom right, the first page is good, nice to meet you, hello, good job, fight, see you later, and thanks for coming. The second page is go, very aggressively, go 4 times in English, go, but with lightning bolts, we did it, what, over here, I'm sorry, and I've been damaged. Use these stamps to communicate in a quick and very cute way during multiplayer quests. Some people are chatty, but some people don't like to even use stamps at all. It all depends on the teams that you get. Anyway, back to the group chat. The green button on the upper right shows how many people are in the chat. Click it to see who they are. Click the blue hamburger menu in the bottom right to open up 4 options. From top to bottom, they are invite someone to the room, name the room, close the room, and kick someone from the room. Finally, going back to the original Friend Talk menu, you can click the bottom button, select some friends, then click the bottom button again to make a new chat room. It's a pretty cool feature. The bottom left button on the main menu is a pretty important one. It lets you find friends. Click it to view your name and user ID, with 2 button options below them. The top one is search by name, and the second one is search by user ID. If someone has a unique name like 101 Leafy, it's easier to just search them up by name. However, searching for someone with a generic username like Keita might yield a bunch of different people with the same name, so you should use the user ID search function instead. The final button on the bottom right is your goddess antenna. Click this to view the most recent activity of everyone you follow, as well as a few other things like your recent friend requests. It's cool, but we won't actually bother talking about the feed customization because this feature doesn't do anything if you don't read Japanese. Now that you've filled up your friend list, you can start questing. And if you haven't filled your friend list, feel free to send me a request. I'm pretty loaded with high-level lives and the best attacker and support characters in the game, so I'm happy to play whenever I'm online and carry you, even if I'm not streaming. To start questing, click the second icon on the bottom with the crossing swords. You'll see a menu with 3 options. From top to bottom, they are Multiplayer Quest, which we'll cover in detail in a moment, Multiplayer Field Adventure, where you can go on a field adventure with your friends and just run around doing whatever, and Multiplayer Event. Well, it would be a multiplayer event, but there are currently 0 events, gacha or otherwise, going on in Fantasy Life Online. Alright, cool. When an event is taking place, the bottom button will open up a shop for you to buy things with special coins you'll earn by playing the event. Click the top red button to open the multiplayer quest menu. Unless you've made sufficient progress in the story mode, you won't be able to actually play all the quests. Each button is for a different field area that the quest will take place in, but the actual quest area is unique to multiplayer quests rather than reusing the field area. Pretty cool. The higher the difficulty of your quests, the better rewards that you'll get. Easy quests give bronze coins, medium quests give silver coins, and hard quests give gold coins. You can redeem these coins for items in the shop by clicking the upper right button. Shop stock refreshes every week, so make sure to play regularly. The most important items to get every week are the stars, which can be sold at the star shops for star points to get powerful items. You can get 1 of each rarity per week for 10 coins of each color. You can also buy crystals to use with your items to increase your quality. This is where crafting lives finally get their time to shine. Well, except for Chef. Chef never gets a time to shine. The catch here is that, in order to use these crystals successfully, you need to be extremely powerful in whichever crafting class you'll be using. A fast and successful upgrade crafting session will allow you to level up your item to a maximum of level 16, 6 more levels from the default level 10. While you can craft items that are immediately at maximum quality, all items you pull from the gacha are always quality 0, so this is the only way to max out some of your best items. You can also buy 3 upgrade items. Qualitine, which can be equipped to crafting items to give a plus 10 life stat, Criticaline, which can be equipped to weapons to give plus 15% critical damage, and Guardian, which can be equipped to shields to decrease damage taken while guarding by 1%. It's better than nothing, I guess. I wouldn't spend 10 gold coins on it, but that's your business. The top one here is Criticaline, the second one is Qualitine, and the last one is Guardian. Before you spend coins, you need to earn them. Let me walk you through what each of the 19 currently available bosses can reward you with, their weaknesses, and their missions. You must start with the first boss and unlock each one sequentially. Bosses drop a single color of coins within the random range of 3 numbers. Completing each quest for the first time gives you a few rewards, and completing the 3 missions for each quest gets you a total of 11 life gems, but 5 of those are given as a bonus for completing all 3. The third mission for every quest is always to complete it with everyone alive. By the way, you can't god touch in multiplayer. If someone dies, they're dead, no reviving. You can take yourself and a character partner with you on a quest and switch between them at will, but if one of you dies, you're stuck as the other, so plan accordingly. The first boss, Mega Carrot, drops 1 to 3 bronze coins. He's weak to fire. For his missions, you want to take a mercenary with you. Black Knight Worker Bee drops 1 to 3 bronze coins. He's weak to earth. Bring a hunter and cut down all of the trees for his missions. The Lord of Koro Koro drops 2 to 4 bronze coins. He's weak to fire. Bring a paladin with you and cut down all the trees for his missions. Blood Coyote drops 1 to 3 silver coins. He's weak to wind and resists fire. For his missions, bring a hunter and cut down all the trees as well. Moving on to Haniwa Mines. Rock Ghost drops 2 to 4 bronze coins and he's weak to fire. For his missions, bring a mage and mine all the rocks that you see. Lord Muchikusa drops 1 to 3 silver coins. He's weak to water. For his missions, bring a mage and fish at least 1 time. Finally, the Bad Guy Master drops 2 to 4 silver coins and he's weak to both fire and light. Watch out though, he resists wind and darkness. For his missions, bring a paladin and mine all the rocks. Next up is Komodabi Forest. The Apple Master drops 2 to 4 bronze coins. He's weak to earth. For his missions, bring a paladin and cut down all the trees. Next up is the Flame Kono Hasaki. He drops 1 to 3 silver coins. He's weak to earth, but resists fire. Bring a hunter on your team and fish at least once to complete his missions. Storm Grizzly drops 1 to 3 gold coins, is weak to earth, and resists water. Bring a mercenary and cut down all of the trees along the way. When he leans back, he's preparing a massive storm in front of him that'll chunk you super hard. Dodge roll behind him and continue your assault. We're halfway done. Onwards to Kiritachi Mountain. The Mohican King drops 1 to 3 silver coins and is weak to water. Bring a mercenary and fish at least twice. King Bahaha drops 2 to 4 silver coins and is weak to earth. Bring a hunter and cut down all of the trees along the way. Finally, the Hellfire Kivazaru boss is weak to water, resists earth, and drops 1 to 3 gold coins despite being a level 50 boss. If you're looking for easy gold coins, you won't be finding them. Bring a paladin and cut down all of the trees along the way. Drop him down to half health and he'll spawn a clone at full health, but as long as you focus down the original, everything else will immediately drop dead. The next area is where the difficulty really starts to ramp up. The first boss, the Crystal Yoroiwani, drops 2 to 4 silver coins and is weak to wind. Bring a mercenary and mine all the rocks. This is a really quick and easy run by virtue of him being the first quest for this map, and you get 2 to 4 silver coins from it. It's one to keep in mind when grinding them. Next up is the Crystal Golem, who drops 1 to 3 gold coins and is also weak to wind. Bring a paladin and, yep, mine all those rocks to get your life gems. Finally for this map, we have the Demon Ghost. Weak to earth and resistant to water, he drops 2 to 4 gold coins. I've run this guy plenty of times. His rare drop is super rare, and it's a long and grueling battle. Not for the weak of heart. Bring a mage and mine all the rocks to get his gems. King Frog brings us to the final map. He drops 1 to 3 gold coins and is weak to wind. Bring a mage and cut down all of the trees. Due to its low difficulty, brevity, and the fact that it drops gold coins, this map is extremely popular among Japanese players. Unfortunately, the same can't be said about the next 2 bosses. With all lives mastered at level 40 or above and a 5-star level 50 mercenary with level 16 here, I'm one of the most progressed players in the game, and the most progressed English player by far. This makes it tough to find people looking to play maps on my level. If you manage to party up against the Raging Tortoise, which has been very difficult for me, he'll give you 2 to 4 gold coins for your efforts. He's weak to water and resists earth. Bring a hunter and mine all the rocks. Ranged lives are useful here because he'll routinely use a raging move that damages everyone immediately around him for the next few seconds, making him only vulnerable to ranged attacks and melee fighters with some healing backup. The final multi-quest boss in the game right now is the Armored Tortoise. I can't give you any tips because I can't manage to assemble a party against him, but as soon as I can fight this hulking super boss, I'll be sure to do a video or stream of it. He's weak to earth, resists water, and drops 2 to 4 gold coins. Bring a mercenary and cut down all of the trees to rain the last few free life gems out of this greedy game. To actually play, tap a boss. Tap the orange button at the bottom of the screen. Then tap one of the teams to join them. You'll need to tap the OK button that appears at the bottom in order to finally start the quest, but you'll probably get a communication error when trying to join a team. This game's servers aren't the best. Keep at it. If you want to refresh the available rooms, click the arrows on the bottom right. Joining someone else's team doesn't cost any goddess power, but if you're feeling spendy, you can host your own quest to get a bonus treasure drop from the boss. This is pretty important if you're grinding for their rare drop. Level 5 has been giving out goddess power refills like candy as maintenance apologies, so you should be fine. Click the big orange button at the top to be presented with 2 options. The top button is who can join. The default is anyone, but you can change it to friends only by clicking the bottom button with 2 people holding hands. What's this game rated? Click OK when you're finished choosing, then click the other button with the feather on it to set a greeting. Most people use the free right button on the top, so I won't bother translating the pre-written ones, and teaching you how to talk in Japanese is well beyond the scope of this video. Just use the default and you'll be fine, or type level and a number if you only want people of a certain level or above. Click done, then click OK to set your message. Finally, click the orange button at the bottom to actually create your room. Once you're in your room, and you're hosting, click OK to immediately go into battle. Make sure that there are actually people ready to fight with you though, or else you'll get crushed. In order to invite people to fight with you, click the 2 people at the bottom. The blue speech bubble shows that there are people online. You can tap up to 10 people, then click the orange button at the bottom to invite them. Once people are in and you want to communicate with them, click the speech bubbles at the bottom right to emote. Or you can sense dance. Once you're satisfied with who has joined, tap OK to play. That's all from me for now. If you're still watching, props to you. Leave a like and or comment to help this video get noticed, and make sure to subscribe for more Fantasy Life Online content. Follow me on Twitter or join my partner Discord with over 1,600 members to get notifications about my newest content or talk fantasy life. Thanks for watching.